I got asked about three basketball players that should have been considered great. Aryvdus Sabonis, Rasheed Wallace, and Carmelo Anthony. For different reasons. Sabonis, because he didn't come to the NBA. Now, you can imagine that now. But back in the day, guys coming from overseas to start, that was kind of rare. It wasn't a lot, you know. Detris Petrovic came over, and sadly, he was gone with the Nets. He was something else. There were a few, but it was like a novelty, you know. It was kind of like, wow. But Aryvdus Sabonis was one of those guys I would have loved to have seen him in his prime. I think Portland wins a ring or two if he played. His son's a very good player for Sacramento, but he's a flirts with triple doubles and gives you an all around game. But he ain't quite his daddy. There was something about his daddy. It just like another level. And the thing is when he played for the Trailblazers, he was an old man. He still was the best passer on the team in that Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. His passing game was wicked. Could shoot that top. Took Shaq out on the three. He was a handful. He was a force. It's just that he was older and he wasn't that, where he was, but that was something else. Aryvdus is one of them. Carmelo Anthony, believe it or not, he was wearing Jokic's number in Denver. And unless you're a diehard fan and you go back with Carmelo, it's kind of forgotten because Jokic is only three-time league MVP, finals MVP, chip. You almost forget Carmelo ever was there. And that's the sad part because Carmelo was kind of like Kevin Durant before Durant. Had that set shot, pop off on the right side. That was his sweet spot. Could drive to the hole. Very, very strong athletic player and had a great college career. Won that chip for Syracuse. Should have probably been Rookie of the Year in 2003. So, he's one of those woulda, coulda, shoulda guys. And even though he's got a lot of numbers and stuff and he might eventually get in the Hall of Fame, it ain't where it should have been. He's one of those guys that you kind of go, there are guys like that should have been all-time great players and it just wasn't there. It wasn't there. It wasn't there. And so then we get to Rasheed Wallace, who's one of my favorites. And I actually saw recently Andrika Dyer and Kevin Garnett and people were saying that if she would be great today. He's one of those guys he just deferred not to. He'd rather be a team player. So that's kind of where he went. And there was nothing wrong with that. And he was versatile. I seen him guard the perimeter. I seen him get in the box. I seen him all over. Offensive game. He just didn't play at that level. And that's kind of a shame too, because this dude was the business. I mean, she is one of the truths, one of my favorite players. And I definitely like